morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade. This is How to App on iOS. And I hope you are all doing well. Today we are looking at Add-on 2, the sequel. Howdy do, hope you're all doing well. Yes, I am, kinda, sorta. Yes, running very late, so I do apologise for starting late today. These things happen. If you are watching on Facebook, bide your time, suckers, because your time is up. And it won't be happening very soon. I am taking away from you because you don't deserve it any longer, because none of you watch anyway. So stick it up your bum. Okay, in saying that, if you are over there on Facebook, it's getting close to your last chance. Come over here to YouTube at youtube.com/JadeStarr to watch the show live with our wonderful people, our warts in the chat. Also, you can watch the show daily live at howtoappios.com, embedded in the browser. And you can see lots of playlists and other fancy stuff there, Clancy. Also, we are over there streaming live on the Twitch at twitch.tv/howtoappios. Already have 2 subscribers. Now, I can say we because I'm streaming multi-platforms. It feels like I'm a we right now. A we all the way home. Hey. So let's say hello to people in the chat a bit. And see what's going on. Hello to Danny Broderick. Hello to Russ 888-9. Tom Rochelle. Cy. Effing good to see ya. Scott is here. Also, Synth Widow. Joe. Kiss. Kiss. Doug. Kiss. Kiss. Whip. Whip. All that fucking shit. Who else is here? Benedict Stewart is here also. Thomas Gillane. Hello, Thomas. Dr. Saunders is also here with us today. Scott. Hello, Scott. Yeah. So here we are. And what else? What else do I have to go through? Oh, yeah, I should open up and have a look at if there are any sales on or anything like that. Oh, you want to see some news? Want to see some news? Check this out. Let's see if we can open it up really quickly. Is it there? There we go. Look at that. The Apple WWDC21 has just been announced from Apple. So there you go. June 8th to the 12th. Will be happening, the big Apple event. It doesn't look like there's going to be one beforehand, which everybody was speculating with new iPads. Doesn't look like it because they've just announced WWDC 21. So there you go. That was just sent to my developer's account. And yeah, looks like we have a date. So all that is happening, and no iPads on the way. Sorry. It looks like they're going to hold off to the end of the year. Interesting move by Apple. It looks like it's going to be, so it says glow and behold, and there's a photo of an emoji, so there's something to do with emojis or animojis looking at a Mac with something glowing in their eyes. I'm sure all the dickheads are going to be out speculating. They're going to zoom in on every part of this picture and dissect it to the most ridiculous degree, and try and come up with a reason of what this is all about. But it says, coming to a screen near you, join the worldwide developer community for an all-online program. So it's all online again. Announcement sessions, all that stuff. So there you go, that's happening. There's my DistroKid account. You don't need to see that, do you? No, you don't need to see that, do you? No, so I won't show it to you. Let's make sure all this is current and click on this. So there they go. So there are some price drops. Not really many changes here, but there's one actually since the last time we looked at this, all of us together on the channel. So we have FRMS granular synthesizer has dropped down from $14.99 down to $6.99. So it's half price. So if you were considering getting this bad boy, now's the time to grab it by the ankles and give it a whirly whirl. Hello, Bubba in the chat. Welcome aboard. Hope you're doing well. This is my second show today. If you missed the first show, if you're possibly in America, then I did a show. I did something a little bit different last night, and did a show at 11 p.m. here, which was around 5 in the morning in the US, between 8 and 5 in the morning in the US, and in the late afternoon, which I took a look at how to become an affiliate using your DistroKid account. Become an affiliate on Twitch using your DistroKid account. So that was pretty cool too. Yes, and FRMS is totally awesome, brah, says Doug. And I agree. I did a video on that a little while back, and it is fantastic. If you don't have it, get it, got it, good. Get it in your guts. So I'm running a bit late today because I'm still not used to this daylight saving shite. Having to get up at 6 a.m. to watch Doug's show is just, yeah, it's not in my vernacular. And I'm struggling to do it. And then I fall asleep and then I get up and have to do this. Plus, we are looking at today an app called AUv3. Let's bring it up on the screen here. And I've taken a little bit of time to play with it. And you know what? I'm going to get it out the way as fast as I can here. Today, we're looking at this app, and I'm not going into all of the features of it because I want to spread it out a little bit. So I'm going to do this. This is like a beginner's look at AUv3, and then next week we're going to look at it again and take it a little bit further. So it's not a part 1 and a part 2 because those kind of videos don't really work. But I'm going to take another look at this. But we're just going to cover the basics today so you can see the potential to what this can be used for. All right, so here it is. Let's go full screen, full screen now. There we go. Don't mind me, I'm getting all excited because last night I ordered a Elgato Stream Deck XL, so I'm pretty good. No, it'll be actually worse, Doug. Doug's written in the chat. It won't be too bad next week as your clocks go back. Yeah. It'll go back to normal. Yeah, that's right. You are right. So, but it'll be worse for you because you'll have to see my show later and I'll get to see your show back at the normal time of 7. Oh man, it's so confusing. Whoever decided to have, daylight savings at different times all around the world is a fucking idiot. It's just another way to fuck with us. So let's get back into AUv3. I'm losing the train of thought. AUv3, it is so much more than meets the eye. It's a transformer. All right, so it's, as it says here, it's the most advanced MIDI note editor, modular sequencer, and clip launcher on iOS. All right, so you can capture and record MIDI. You can draw, edit notes, touch with a pencil, with a mouse or trackpad. So it's got MIDI, import, export, non-destructive note processing, launch clips via MIDI or hardware controller, and check this shit out, man. It's got scripting and CSS support. That is really cool. So flick through a little. See, look how nice it is. Really beautiful presentation on the page. All those little things look great. How much is it? I hear you ask. How much? How much is it, Trevor? I don't know who Trevor is, but let's see. So I don't know how much it is. So I'm going to have a look. AUv3. Let's do a search. I'm pretty sure it's cheap. If it's cheap, buy it. There you go. $10. $10 is the cost of this app. So it's fairly cheap. Now, the one thing I want to speak about before we jump in and have a look at it, I know there have been a lot of people saying, this is going to be great in GarageBand on iOS. In theory, it would be, wouldn't it? but at present it's not actually a thing in GarageBand on iOS. It's actually not compatible. It's not working. Oh man, there's already been 3 updates with this since it's been out, but it doesn't look like we're getting any updates soon for it to work in GarageBand. So I wish we could get that to happen. That would be amazing. Imagine the things you could do in GarageBand. Hello, Christy. Welcome to the chat. So that, I guess that's going to have to be a thing that we beg the developer to make it work in GarageBand. Is it even possible? I don't know. But it is working in everything else. So we are going to have a look at it, all of us together today. In, yeah, Scott. So Scott's written, oh no, too bad. I know people were hoping for MIDI export. So wouldn't it be really fantastic to be able to export MIDI in and out of GarageBand using this as like a intermedium? So, but look, I haven't actually tried it in GarageBand. I know Bubba tried it and it hasn't worked. So hi iOS Music Man, but we'll give it a go possibly at the end of this. So we'll try that. All right, let's just jump in and start the beginnings of this. So I'm opening AUM. There is AUM, and I have an instance of Ravenscroft piano and Black Hole, just for fun, just for shits and giggles, yeah? And I'm now going to open up this MIDI roll for us all. So the way we do this is we open it up as a new track and as a MIDI track. So there it is right there as a MIDI track. I'm just going to drag this. Oops. Come here. I'm going to put it over to the front of the chain. Hello to Pete Johns. Oh, Pete. Pete says, sorry I'm late. Was struggling to get up and Adam. It's too early for shit jokes like that, Pete. Yeah, who's Adam, says Bubba. And why were you trying to get up him? Whew. Places I don't want to go so early in the morning. All right. And this show's going to be a car crash. I can feel it. All right, so let's open up. Sai says, hi, Pete. Is that the new joke? Can't be any... Man, hey, Pete, go back and watch Doug's stream. Doug did Pete's joke on his stream. I mean, we're getting meta now. Oh, it's hilarious. He actually did the joke. He put his hand over the screen. And he actually did it better than you, Pete. So, there you go. All right, so I'm going to open up Atom 2 as a MIDI track here. Man, keep up with me. And so there was a previous version of Atom as well. So there was Atom 1. Well, it wasn't called Atom 1. It was just Atom. But this is Atom 2. Much better for you. So we're going to open it up. And as you can see, there it is as a MIDI. Now we need to connect these up. So how do we do that? Because we want to be able to have, so let's just do this. All right. So we want the Atom to be a part of this thing over here. So you can see when I'm hitting, hang on, I'm all over the place. I've been put off. So, hey, here we are over here. So when I'm hitting this keyboard here, we're not getting any sound out of this. Normally I would attach the keyboard to Ravenscroft. Hey, Audible Video, welcome to the chat. Normally I would do that, but I'm not going to do that today, right? I'm going to take that off. I'm going to go over to Atom and I'm going to put it on over here. And then in Ravenscroft, I'm going to go over here and select Atom 2, so they're connected now. So now I'm using the keyboard through Atom, but it's actually playing the Ravenscroft. Now let's open up Atom now and show you what's going on here. So this is the brand new interface. I'm going to get me off the camera here. Go full screen. Alrighty, so now it looks very small. And it is very small when you first open it up. And for someone like me who needs glasses, which I need to put them back on now so I can see what's happening, there's a lot going on here, all right? A hell of a lot. Now, in the original Atom, you could draw in your notes, and you can still do that. So this is a Midi piano roll. So you can still draw in your notes here. Now, over to the left, I'm just going to quickly show you how you can draw in notes. Here's your little select button down here. You've got add, and you've got a repeat button. Okay, so if I click the add button, grab my pencil, and that's not working because of a dick. Is my pencil not? I don't think my pencil's charged. That sucks. Here we go. So I can draw them in with my finger, but my pencil's not working. Is it? It's drained. My pencil's drained. Is that right? Oh no, it's full. Oh, there we go. So you can draw in your notes, okay? I just have to press a little bit harder. So using my pencil, I can go on this. I can just draw in anything I want here, and I can grab it, move it around. I can shrink things down. I can add notes in. So that's all cool. You can do that, and at any time, I can select by clicking down over here. There's a little select. And I can select all of these. And, you know, for starters, I really love how when you select something, let's unselect, when you draw these huge boxes around them, it clicks all around it. I think that's really beautiful design. It's really wonderful. Oh, man, there's a lot of smart asses in the chat today. So you can deselect, you can select any single note there. I can draw a box with my pencil. And over here, to the bottom right, there's a delete button. So I can just remove anything like that. Nice and simple. So I can use my finger to draw things in. And just have to click the little add button down here if I want to draw notes in. So I'm doing this with my finger now. I should be showing you that. Da, 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 da. And here's my pencil. Da, 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 da. So you've got options. And I hit select, and then I can just grab all of these and hit delete to get rid of them. All right. So nice and easy to draw things in. That's pretty much how you worked the original Atom app, that part 1 that came out. But now, firstly, I want to go into some of where everything is before we start actually putting any notes in, because it's important, because there's a lot to unpack here. This is why I'm definitely not going to get through all of this stuff in one show. All right, so I'm going to start at the bottom because it's the best place to start, right at the bottom. No, let's actually start. Can we do it up here? All right. I just want to see where I can do this. Okay, so I want to set the style. So I want to actually configure everything. So up in the top right hand corner, there's this little 3 lines right up the top. So there you go. So you can see right up in the top right hand corner, I click that. And now I want to go into the set configuration. And here's where you can actually change the size of all these buttons. So you've got a whole bunch of different things. So when you first load this up, this is what you actually get. This is the default size. So all of the writing and all of the little buttons and everything, they're all a little bit smaller, as you can see there. But if I go back into these settings and hit set configuration, you've got these 2 other controls, and one is larger controls or sausage fingers. Okay, so if I hit larger controls, you can see everything just gets a little bit larger, just a little bit larger, a little bit easier to see. If I go in again and hit set configuration, you've got this one called sausage fingers, which is for people with bigger fingers, clearly. All right, so you've even got that level of customization just to change how it all looks and for how your fingers and sausage. Yes, I know. I actually had sausages for dinner last night. Wow, getting off topic again, as usual. So, I just wanted to cover that first, just that you can change all the sizes and all that kind of stuff, because it's really important to know that, because I know a lot of people are going to open it up and go, well, it's so small I can't even see it. And that can be a bitch. I can probably take off my glasses now. No, you know what? They got to stay on, because I can't see. I'm blind as a bat. Let me just put my pencil up here for a second and have a vape. Okay. So let's maybe put in some notes. Let's maybe start playing something, and then we'll go into some of the processes, which is down in the bottom right hand corner. Yeah, boy. So how do we make? So we've got 2 bars here off the bat, and with 2 fingers held down on screen, I can move this piano roll up and down, and I can zoom in using 2 finger pinches and swipes. Just so you're clear on that and you can see everything. There we go, 2 fingers, and we're zooming and pinching. Yeah. So we've only got 2 bars here. At any time you can increase the bars. Everybody likes more bars, with these little plus and minus symbols over in the right hand corner. So you can see I'm just touching those, and you can go down to 1 bar and you can add all your bars here. Zoom out, increase, decrease. So there we go. We've got 4 bars now. Nice little 4 bars, all happy in the hood. So instead of writing in notes, which you can do, as I've already shown you, you can now actually play notes into this. So I think I've got, let's just hit play. So I've got a metronome happening there. Now, of course, I've hit play on AUM up the top, up here. So this has kicked off the everything. So we're playing. Now, to record, I just need to go over, and I've got loop set, so it's just going to keep going around in a loop, which is nice. You can actually turn on the sound from here. So here to audition, you can actually audition the sound by turning this on and off. And by clicking record here, now we're recording. So whatever I play into the keyboard, as you'll see, it's all being recorded. There you go. That's my interpretation of drunk jazz. And yes, I can take all of those and delete them at any time. Yeah, so nice and cool. Now that when you've got listen on, so I'll just stop this for a second. So when you've got listen on, here's what it does. So if I punch in a whole bunch of notes here, if I hit record again and play some more drunk jazz. Right. Now if I stop that and I have listen off and I select everything, it makes no noise. But if I have listen turned on and select everything, I get all of that in one gigantic drunk jazz chord. Right? And again, you can zoom in on this and you can select individual notes. So if you've got that play button turned on, you'll get all of these. So just 2, all of them, which is a really nice little feature to have this included. And you know, if you're really crazy and want to, you know, there you go. That should be a new chord. I'm going to call that blah. Oh man, I need coffee really. I haven't had one today. So that's the little play and listen button. So for your editing, because it can get annoying. Right? It can really get annoying if you're like, think about it in GarageBand. It's really annoying if you're, every time you select those notes, think about it. You know, when you're selecting a whole row of kick drums and when you drag across and then it just goes, and you get all those kicks and you're like, oh man, that's annoying. To be able to turn that on and off on here is just a really subtle thing, but really thoughtful for your ears, you know? All right, let's delete drunk jazz for now. There we go. Drunk Jazz is gone. As I said, we've got loop on at the moment, so it's just going to go round and round and round and round. So I'm going to hit record and play, and we'll play some notes in here. What do we do? So, excuse me. And let's go. Whoops, I was a bit late there, but that's cool. So these chords are in here. Now, there's quantize features as well. There's plenty of quantize features, which is really fantastic. And quantize is set to on, so I can actually go in here and quantize stuff. I'm not going to do that yet. What I'm going to do is just show you how to quantize without, just to move things around, yeah? So I'm going to grab these three. We'll zoom in on this. I'm just going to move them all back here. We'll take all three of them. And we'll bring them up to this point here. Now I'll go in individually just to show you the amount of, for those who've used GarageBand and are new to Atom, just what this can do, because it's an incredibly powerful MIDI roll manipulator, editor, whatever you want to call it. So we can drag these, move them all across, and like that. And look at that, that's nice. So if we hit play now, boom, bum, doom, doom, bum, bum, boom, da, doom, bum, ba, doo, doo, doom, bum, ba, doom, bum, die. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Doo, da, doo, da, 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 da. And you can keep this looping, and you can play over the top of it and just mess around. Got to put down this pencil. So if I hit record again now, I can just play whatever we want in here, and we can go. So that was shit. And I don't even know what I'm doing today. I picked the worst day to actually look at this app. Ba 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 ba. So I can stop record, and those notes are in there, and all good. So I can stop that. I'm doing all this manually just for now. I just want to tidy all this up. And you can move these notes wherever you want. So, Oh, I've got some hate for Twitch by Russ. So we all better hate it, because Russ doesn't like it, everybody. You don't have to be there, Russ. Cool, I won't invite you to my party that I have there, Russ. You can sit over in Clubhouse. So, there we go. So, we've got these notes. We've got this little pattern in here, right? So, that's pretty cool. And we can hit play at any time. Look at all the old people don't like Twitch. I'm going to get bashed for that. All right, so there's some really cool features here. I'm just going to turn off this metronome for now. Go away, metronome. Off we go. Right, so we've got this editor in here. So what I'm going to do now is over to the side, we've got this move section. Check this out, yeah? So when I open this up, you get a whole lot of buttons down the bottom here. Just let me bring this down. So these are to transpose your piece, and you can do this live while it's playing too. So down the, you've got stuff to the right and stuff down the bottom here. So obviously this stuff is your octaves up and down and semitones and fifths. So I can immediately hit the octave button and go down. Whoops, I've only got one note selected, haven't I? So let's select all these notes, that would help. Now if I hit the down arrow, oh, it went up. So there you go. We've moved everything up nice and easy. And we can bring it back down. We can go down a whole octave. We can go down a fifth. Right, we can go semitones. So you've got all that movement there, and even over here to the right, you can actually move things across a whole bar. Right? So, and you can go back a whole bar. You can move things a beat. So, and you can do this with individual notes as well. So that's really cool. And the bottom one along the grid there. So really nice implementation there to be able to drag that stuff around. And just hit the move button and that disappears also. What are we, 35 minutes in? Well, as I said, Bubba, I'm actually going to split this up. I'm going to do another show on this with a bit more complex stuff next week. But we're just starting with some basic stuff today. So that's it, you know. Let's just stop that. I want to show you something really interesting as well. So you can have... this is really cool. So if I close this down, and then I go down to the bottom of this MIDI track here and hit duplicate, and I'm gonna duplicate this entire channel. It creates another version of that particular pattern. So when I open this up, there's the exact same pattern there. So now we've got a double layer of it. So if I go into this pattern and say, take this entire one down an entire octave, and then shut that, and click on a Ravenscroft, and then select that second instance of it. Now we've got two of them running, yeah? So, and we go back to the first instance of Atom. When I hit play, right, but that's kind of cool, but I don't really want to be bouncing and closing this and opening up the other one and then opening up this one. It's kind of annoying, yeah? Wow, check this out. This is really, really cool. Because up here, I'll just stop the music. So up here, there's these buttons here. So you've got scales, layers, and that's what we're looking at, layers. So when I open layers, look at that. It's given me the option. It shows the one I'm currently on now and the second layer, which is the other, the copy of the instance that I created. So I can actually, and when I click on that, now you see underneath, if I click off that, when you look over here, it puts a ghost pattern of the second one. And now you can actually go in and you can start to manipulate. I'm pretty sure you can do this. Can you do it from here? No, you can't do it from here. Is that right? I was pretty sure you could do it. But there, well, there you go. I'll work that out later on. But look, there you can actually see what's happening. So that's really, really cool. So, and you can change the pitch in here as well. So you've got some options here. So this is just like super, super cool. Here, hit play. So then I've just see I've added a new one in there. So it's added that ghost of another one in there, and now I've taken it out. So that's just super awesome. So imagine, you know, you build up a whole drum kit or something. So think about this for like, you know, composing an orchestra, symphony, you know, with a whole bunch of different instruments there, or a drum kit. You want to have multiple pieces of the drum kit all separate apart from each other. You know, it's just possible to do. Very, 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 very cool, yeah? Love it. Alrighty. I'm just going to remove this track now. So we'll take this track out of here just for now. We'll go back here. Now let's... I can still see it there. Refresh. Now it's gone. How's the good's that? So you got a little refresh button if you've made any changes to the other one. And you can just update it by clicking the little refresh under here in layers. As I said, look, there's a whole lot to go through with this, and I'm definitely not going to get through it all because, I mean, there's, you know, there's triggering clips and all this stuff. It's just so much. I'm just trying to cover the basics today. Let's talk about the undo button before we go down into the processes section. So here is your undo and redo, and what's really cool about this undo is from my testing, there doesn't seem to be a limit on the redo and undo. So you can go back. You can just, I mean, let's try it. Let's look at this. I'm just going to go bananas. Look at that. All right, so that's the furthest we got back. That was super far. You know, how many times did I press that? What? 30 times? Look at this. Let's redo all the way back. There you go. So there's a fair bit of options there for redo and undo. And why is that? Because what has been added into this has been a really cool thing with the non-destructive and destructive editing, which we're going to have a look at in the processes now. So if I click down the bottom right hand corner of process, you get a whole lot of options here. Now we'll go from top to bottom. And the first one's flip. So if I'm sure you've got to have, so there you go. So just with a click of a button, I can flip this entire piece. So let's get it playing. Now it's been flipped around backwards, right? Lovely. Yeah, I already mentioned that, Tom, at the start about it not working in GarageBand. So, let's flip that back. So at the touch of a button, you can just flip it back and forward. You can even flip it up and down. So now... now we've changed the entire complexion of this pattern that we've made here. Wonderful, yeah? Just love this stuff. Really well thought out, well put together. And I haven't even got to all the hidden buttons that are around on here. Just beautiful. So you can use this in, you can open this up in Cubasis, pretty much everything. But I'm pretty sure it's not working in GarageBand. But we'll try it at the end of this. But I'm pretty damn sure it's not. And I'll tell you why I know that. Let's get it straight from the horse's mouth. If we go over here to the App Store, and you can see along here, tested hosts, AUM, 8 Matrix, Audio Bus, Beatmaker, Cubasis, Drambo, not supported by GarageBand. Straight from the developer's mouth. I don't know, man. I think we need to like petition him and say, please, is there some way you can make this work in GarageBand? Because it would absolutely change the complexion of GarageBand. It kind of makes sense that it doesn't work in GarageBand because, hey, it's Apple and we know the restrictions they put on fucking everything. You know, they definitely, they don't want you to tinker within their playground. It just is what it is. Right, so if we, what did I do there? I knocked that up. I knocked it up. Yeah, boy. So, you also have some really deep quantization. So I've just clicked, so we're still in process. And here is quantization. And you have, you know, a whole, you can quantize a whole note. So half note, quarter note, then you've got your 8ths, 16ths, 32, 6, and then you even have these crazy, like, let's do this. So these triplets and what are they? Quintolets and even septolets. I mean, okay, that's septolets. Yeah, very rare you'll see something like that in there. So let's just go back to 16ths. So there's a lot of depth in there. You can change the quantized strength, which is really cool too. So if we head over to this septolet again, you can actually take this lever and see how it moves along the line. And you've also got options like, you know, note offs. So you can actually like quantize the off notes and the note durations. And I know your head's probably going, what? That kind of level of quantization, like note offs and ons, like just really fantastic stuff. Now here's the other thing too. If I just turn off these septolets, we'll go back to a 16th. You also have the option to keep or bake, right? So this is why you've got so many options for undoing and redoing, because you can actually set, so bake is for destructive, and then you've got non-destructive to keep. So you've definitely got, I mean, you can bake the shit in and you can make changes and they're gonna stay there, or you can keep it as non-destructive. So you've got those options there. And not only do you have the baked or keep selection built in for quantization, also for things like swing. So here we are in swing, and you can change all the actual swing, and again turn up the level of swing in here. So we've got a triplet and half note. Let's go. So there's a lot of depth with moving around. All the swing, it's just, look, it's quite mind-blowing, I believe. Just absolutely wonderful stuff. Russ says, better than shitty Cubases, that's for sure. I don't know if he's talking about this, or I'm not following the chat. Sorry, I'm ignoring you all, because this is just so full on, this app. So, sorry, Russ. He's probably talking about Nano Studio, I would say, if it's Russ. Am I right? I can just hear Russ's voice. Fucking Nano Studios, fucking better than fucking Cubases. Oh, this piano roll, cool. Yeah, it is, man. Look, it's a beautiful piano roll. It's really easy to use as well, and it's just a delight. It's just a delight all around. So you can also change the pitch. Yeah, and look at this. This is super mind blowing. I'm just going to stop this annoying music that I've written here. All right, so you have, I've never seen anything like this, an amount of scales here that is just off the fuck. It's off the planet. So at the top you've got your major, you know, major, minor, harmonic minor. And, you know, we start to get into some natural stuff there. And then we start to get into some, look at all this stuff. There are some, there is a crazy amount of scales in here. It's just, yeah. I think I watched Kavinsky's tutorial on it, and he was like saying, well, you know, there's no way to actually, like, make your own one. And I'm thinking, do you need to? It's pretty broad. Look, it would be, I'm sure it's probably going to be something that will be added in here. But, you know, there's a fantastic option of scales in here. There's so many scales. It's just wonderful. And you can actually shift scales up as well. So if I move my mouse... Oh, look, it gets better. I could do in a whole hour of Kavinsky. I'd like to do impersonations of people. Don't ever take it as an insult. Normally when I impersonate someone, I like them. So you can actually shift. You can shift stuff up. Let's do this. Let's just grab all this stuff here. So you can shift up the scales, and you can see scale quantization enabled. So here we've changed to a minor pentatonic. So if I... Yeah, Doug says scale tools are brilliant. Look, they are absolutely off the charts, man. Off the charts. We can go down here. Let's get really messy. Oops. A major augmented. Now we're getting dark. And what's really cool, so again, down the bottom here, you've got, with each one of these, remember there's a slider down the bottom. So you can change the dominant influence. All right. So as you can see me moving this back and forward, you're changing the dominant influence of the scale. So let's grab this one. I mean, I haven't even gone down the bottom. It's like, so we've got blues, minor blues scale here. Audible Video says, can anyone play all these scales? That's the part that makes it so it's very cool. And it is, yeah. Because me, I'm a shit player. And I can see Doug in the chat trying to like flatter me by saying I'm a great impersonator just so I can do an impersonation of Kavinsky, and I'm not doing it. I'm not falling for it. Anyway, he's a great developer. I really love he's a great developer. There you go, I did it. All right, done. No more. You're not getting any more today. Let's go to major, major minor. So we're back to where we started, yeah? Now remember also, you can change the velocity of these as well. So we've only covered like, you know, flipping things back and forth. If we click over here to the velocity, this is super, super cool. You can actually change and you can set like random. So it's dropping notes, right? The velocity offset's gone down. So if I pull this back, we get all the notes in there. Beautiful, yeah. Yeah, fantastic for dynamics. So you've also got like a bake selection here, so you can pretty much bake all of it all at once. You can reset at any time, reset a selection, so I can reset what I've done here, so you can go back. Same with the undo. So really put a lot of work into being able to bake things in, you know, set with destructive changes and non-destructive stuff, and undoing and resetting and going back to where you would like to go. So we are getting like to the end of this, and I've kind of covered what I really wanted to today, just the basic stuff, so you get an idea of what's happening with it. So that is just the basic things, and trust me, look, there's a hell of a lot more, and I want to look at that in another episode. So I mean, just to give you a quick look, so there are a lot of hidden things in here as well. So if I go over here to this play button and hold down, if I just, let's do that again. So if I just click this back and forward, this is the only option I'm kind of getting, yeah. So just with launch and stop, right? So this is waiting for playback to start. But if I hold down on here, you get a whole lot of other options in here. Look at all this, yeah? And there's a whole lot of these buttons too. Like I think there's one in, so with quantize as well. I think it's quantize, is it? I can't remember now. So yeah, you can just turn it on and off, but if you hold it down, you get other options. So there's a whole lot of hidden stuff in here, but I'm going to call it quits for that today. And next week we're going to open this up, and we're going to take a little bit of a deeper dive into this, and we're going to look at some step recording. Sorry, it's coming next week. And we'll look at triggering clips and all that kind of stuff. So alrighty, I have to finish because I want to get to the hour. We've got some giveaways to do. Now, I do have... How many copies do I have of this giveaway? I can't remember. What did I say in the show? Can anyone remember? Don't say 10. I do have some copies to give away, all right? So, let me see. I can't remember how many I actually put down. Something like... let's see. 3, I think. Did I say 3? I've got 3 copies to give away of this. So if you would like your chance to win a copy of this, all you have to do is like, share, and leave a comment on this video once it goes live. And Pete, there isn't 37 copies of it. If you want it to be, you can pay for it. All right, cool. That's all. Just put yes in the chat if you'd like Pete to do that, and I'll agree for him. No, I won't do that. So yeah, I got 3 copies. So just like, subscribe, and just leave a comment, and we'll give those away on our show in 2 days time, which will feature me, Doug Woods, and Pete. We're doing a Jesters Corner because it's April Fool's Day, and we're going to pick a few topics to talk about, and you guys can ask us questions and all that kind of stuff, and we'll give away these 3 copies on that particular show. But we've got to give away some apps from 2 days ago. So for those of you who entered, good luck. We're going to do this now. Can we do it? Yes, we can do it. We can rebuild. And man, what am I doing? Let me grab this. So this is the reason I was late today. I actually forgot to put everybody's name into a list before the show. So 2 minutes before, I was rushing like a mad bitch getting this organized. So we had 25 people enter for 2 copies of Tone Boosters Reverb, and we're going to give those away now. So good luck, everybody. As you can see, we're all above the board here. We've got Tattersalls representatives behind me checking everything to make sure it's cool. We've got Roger, Philip, and Deborah from Tattersalls Australia. G'day, how are you? Can you put your clothes on? Cool. So let's do this. Let's hit the generate button, and good luck. I hope all of you win, even though there's only 2 to give away. Number 12 is, oh man, this is a new person, XRAFAR1. So XRAFAR1, it looks like this is your first time you've like entered and been a part of the channel, and you win. See? Welcome. Oh, it's a great developer. Right. So number 6 is Chris W. And there you go. Those are the winners. Just to let you know, patrons. Love my patrons. If you want to become a patron, you can at any time by joining Patreon. All right. So how do you do it? You just go to Patreon from as little as $1 a month. But if you want to be in it to win it, we give away some apps. And I think you have to be on the 2nd tier up to have a chance to win apps on the Patreon. But I've got a couple of copies of Atom to give away there. Folks on the Patreon, I can let you know the ping pong balls are here tomorrow. I just got certification that they're here tomorrow. So we'll be giving away all those other 3 prizes tomorrow as we pull my balls from my big black helmet. It's going to be fun. Right. So, folks, that's Atom. What do you think of it? You think it's cool? Atom. I think Atom is really fantastic. And as you can see, I've barely scratched the surface. It's and what we'll do on the next show is we'll open it up in GarageBand and we'll see what is the deal with Atom and GarageBand. Is it possible to hack the system? I don't think so. But yeah, look, thanks for joining us. If you're watching over on Facebook, you're probably not, because no one ever does. Because Facebook, let's see. Yep, no one watching on Facebook. I can't wait to cut Facebook off. It's a bad relationship. They suck. Too many weird old uncles over there with conspiracy theories that microchips are being put in. And yeah, and thank you to those watching over on the Twitch. I see there's still 2 of you over there. Let me just come over. Can I come over to Twitch for a minute? Let's do this before I go. Let's just pop over to Twitch and leave you all a carrot. There you go. There's a carrot. Awesome. You got to be over Twitch to understand. So we have new emojis over there. We've got carrot emojis and water emojis, and it's growing. All right, guys. Thanks very much for hanging out. I think this is a great app. I think it's cool. If you haven't got it, get it. If you want to enter the competition first, do so. And thank you to the developer for providing me the codes and all that jazz, because I really love this app and I think you will love it too. So thank you, Victor, for the codes. And look, have a great day, everybody. Do the things that make you happy. Make mistakes, they make you better. And tomorrow we'll be back here doing it all over again. So see you later. Be good to each other. And all that jazz. Drunk jazz! Ah! Ah! Drunk jazz!